Jury selection began today in the trial of the Boston Marathon bombing suspect. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev could face the death penalty if convicted in the 2013 bombings that killed 3 people and injured more than 260. CBS2'S Nicole Jacobs live in Boston with more. Nicole?
Okay. All right, cool.
Well, today was all about seating the jury. In fact, the judge had some very strict guidelines for those potential jurors. One of them, stay off social media. If you live in Massachusetts, certainly there is likely to be a very close emotional connection to this case. In fact, the explosions happened just a couple of miles away from the federal courthouse. So the judge is taking this process of finding a fair and impartial jury very seriously. As hundreds of potential jurors arrived at a highly secured Moakley federal courthouse Monday, day one of jury selection in the trial for Dzhokhar Tsarnaev begins. More than 1,200 of them vetted and questioned for a federal trial Judge George O'Toole says could last upwards of 4 months. The goal during this process, to find 12 fair and impartial jurors, plus 6 alternates.
You just need to find 12 people that can objectively look at the evidence and come to the right conclusion.
Potential jurors had the opportunity to actually see the now 21-year-old accused marathon bomber as he sat surrounded by his defense team, standing briefly when introduced. The judge explaining the day's importance, telling the room of more than 100, quote, "This case differs from many other criminal cases in a significant way. Mr. Tsarnaev is accused of crimes that are potentially punishable by a sentence of death." End quote. Going on to say that sentence is one they would ultimately decide. That is, if their questionnaires and availability add up to be among the chosen, determining the fate of a man accused of killing and changing the lives of so many.
Certainly it'll bring up, a lot of what happened, obviously 2 years ago, and a lot of emotion, so it'll be nice to have it over with.
And after leaving court today, those potential jurors who were summoned here will receive a phone call as to their status of the placement. The judge says the trial is set to begin January 26th and again could last 3 to 4 months. We're live in Boston. Nicole Jacobs, back to you.
All right, Nicole, thank you.